In today's video, we're going to be doing fractional distillation of crude oil. This is part of the IGCSE syllabus, so in case you're new, welcome. If you haven't watched my previous videos, which are basically a whole series of revision for chemistry because I have gotten a few requests for that, that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, now I am going in order of all chapters. However, I have tried my best to split organic chemistry into a few videos because it is not the most easiest to grasp. So, let's get started with the fractional distillation of crude oil. So, crude oil is basically a mixture of hydrocarbons formed from the remains of simple marine organisms over millions of years. Now, hydrocarbons are basically compounds that contain hydrogen and carbon only, hence coming from the name. They can ask you for the definition of it, so please memorize it. It's not that hard. So basically, I'm certain all of you know the definition of fractional distillation. Now, in this case, a tall fractionating column is fitted above the mixture with several condensers coming off at different heights, and the column is hot at the bottom and cool at the top. So substances with very high boiling points condense at the bottom or the last, and the substances with lower boiling points condense on the way to the top. Hence why the gases are at the top and the solids are at the bottom. Now, the crude oil is evaporated inside a furnace before entering the fractionating column where it vaporizes and it condenses at different temperatures. So each fraction containing hydrocarbon molecules with similar number of carbon atoms and a similar range of boiling points will be kind of evaporated in the same form. Okie dokie, here's the diagram that we're going to take a look at. As I told you, the gases are at the top and the solids are at the bottom. Now you do need to know the order of each fraction in the fractionating column and the characteristics as it goes down or up. Any preference? So these small molecules have a low boiling point and are very volatile. So volatility is basically how fast it evaporates. So they evaporate very fast, so that's why they are very volatile. They flow easily, hence they are less viscous, and they ignite easily, so they are easily lighted. And there's also another one that is not listed in here, which is they have lighter colors, and basically the color darkens as you go down the fractionating column. Now, another thing you need to know for this is that the first few, as you go down, the number of carbon chain, the longest carbon chain basically increases, hence why there's too many particles to break up, which contributes to the high boiling point and all the other characteristics. So everything I said for the characteristics for the top three, or the top four even, are basically the opposite for the bottom four. Also, you do need to memorize the function of each fraction. Okay, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys learned something new. If you did, let me know down below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!